Hey everyone, John here, and today we are talking about gay little Miis. Because in Tomodachi life living the dream, your Miis can be straight, gay, bisexual, or have just no dating preference whatsoever. And in the original Tomodachi collection, Tomodachi Life, this was not the case. Everybody was just straight. So you had this island, a life sim island with you and your friends, your family, celebrities, and everybody just lived on this big straight island. And if you were gay, or you had a friend who was gay, they had to be straight, which is odd. Like, let's say you yourself are straight, and you've got a gay friend, and you've made them, and you say, "Hey, look, I've made you as a me on this island, and here you are with a woman." That's strange. And the only way to mitigate that is to make your gay little me into the opposite gender, so they can be attracted to the gender they're actually attracted to. And relationships are a key part of Tomodachi life. People will crush on each other. They'll form relationships. They can get married. They can have kids. And to basically omit that from anybody who isn't actually reflected that way in real life is strange. So in the new one, you can now say, hey, this me likes guys, even though he is a guy. This me likes everybody. This me doesn't want to date. And I think that not wanting to date part's also really cool. Not only for those who legitimately feel that way, but maybe there's some me's that you just don't want to be dating other people. Maybe it's strange if you see them that way. So all these options I think are fantastic. And if you just want to have everybody be straight, you can do that. It's just an option. You can ignore the gays and the bisexuals, the non-binary. You can ignore all that stuff if you want. However, this is still causing like a minor uproar. I think it's actually a minority just being very loud, which is usually the case. But some people are very mad that this stuff is in there. And I think you have to ask yourself why you're mad. Why is it you're mad? And I think one point I've seen is that the games are rated 3. They're rated for children. This is a children's game. And I'm a father. I've got 2 kids. And they know that my wife is my wife. They are aware that we're in a relationship. They watch movies with kissing in. We watched Tangled yesterday, which has Rapunzel and Flynn do a big old hug. They smooch, they get married. This is all very normal stuff. And they are aware that men can like men and women can like women. I think it would be odd if they weren't aware of that stuff, if we kept it from them until later in life. Because it's not sexual. Nothing in Tomodachi life is sexual. Like, if you look at the box art here, there's 2 men offering a rose to a woman. No one's going, that's a bit much. That's a bit risky, isn't it? The Miis aren't smushing booties in these games. This is just normal brain chemistry stuff of being attracted to people. When you were a kid before you knew what sex was, did you ever, like, crush on another kid, like someone in your class? There's nothing inherently sexual about that. That's just having feelings. It's a very normal human thing. And it is perfectly normal for children to grow up. In fact, it's more than normal. It would be a sheltered life to pretend that stuff isn't out there. So, like my children, they have friends who have 2 mums, 2 dads. I think there's some people a bit out of touch with reality. This stuff is very normal to children, and they are growing up that way. And it's a good thing to be accepting and loving. I don't want my children to grow up being having a hatred for gay people. I think that would be bad. So to have all this stuff in Tomodachi life in a way that can fully represent who these people actually are and make it normal, which it is nothing but a great thing. And I am aware that this video is going to get dislikes. I don't care. I think this is important to say. I think most people who are interested in this franchise understand and they agree, but there's going to be people out there who don't. And hopefully something I've said has just clicked something in there. That's like, oh yeah, that does make sense. I know that's probably not going to be the case though. Anyway, I just wanted to have a little ramble about this because it shouldn't be a big deal. It shouldn't be a big deal that people can be who they are. And the option is always there. If you just don't want to engage with that stuff or it doesn't reflect you. I am a man who is married to a woman. I am not going to be saying my me only wants to be loving dudes. That wouldn't be who I am. So I'm not going to touch that option. I'm not going to touch the non-binary option because that's not who I am. But I do have friends who are that way. And if I make their me's, I'm not going to say, you're straight now. Okay? You are who I say you are. That would be odd. That would be odd behavior. So those options are there to affect everybody. Because this isn't an island for just you. This is an island for all the people you know, all the people that you love in your life who you want to be in there. And maybe everyone you love in your life is straight, and that's just the way it is. Cool. It's there for you to do that. Awesome. Anyway, I could ramble on this for a while. I won't do that. But let's just celebrate it a little bit. Yeah, this shouldn't be a big defense thing. This shouldn't be a let's fight back. This should be something to really be happy about. We've wanted this for years, and fans of the series have known it's been coming. Like when Tomodachi Life came to 3DS, Nintendo said, "Yeah, that's a bit of a whoops from us. Next time we do a new Tomodachi Life game, we will include same-sex relationships," and they did it. It's something we've been kind of hoping for 10 years now. Like when a sequel came along, this was kind of an expectation, and here it is. The non-binary stuff, I think, is a bit of a surprise. I didn't think they'd do that, but it's cool that it's there. So, yeah, let's celebrate it. Let's not worry too much about the backlash. Just, it's nice to have it there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this is going to make the new Tomodachi Life a better game for all those people who felt odd about it not being in the original. You no longer have to manipulate your gender to be attracted to who you are. And just be honest with yourself. So yeah, cool. Catch you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.